He's going to have a conversation with his updates, I'm sure, of Earth United, Back to Work, and the schools, the private on-demand that he's doing. And so, I'll introduce myself real quick so I can get on to the real speakers here. My name is Lamont Daigle. I represent the LionCanada.com. It's a leaderless resistance movement that's there to, quite frankly, cover, protect, support all the groups. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. We're here, East or West Coast. We're in the US now. We're going into Europe. We're going international, where we, first of all, start with Canada. Each province needs volunteers, people that are willing to participate with what we're trying to grow here. Because quite frankly, guys, we want you to be part of the group that you affiliate and you align yourself with for your intention. And the Lion Canada movement's always there to support and be there. We'll always be the people that are behind you, no matter what actions we decide that are right at the time. We are going to now work on the future of building this Constitution or Republic of Canada, whatever that looks like. The Myth is Canada is under negotiation with us. We're also talking to unify the people, the Republic of Kanata, and we are going to get to a point where some of these atrocities are turned around and we can actually going back to freedom as Canadians! Yeah! Essentially, that's what we want. We want a better normal where we have our communities and we have more of this going on, less division, more tightness, more talking about what makes us Canadian. At the end of the day, just go on to LionCanada.com, join, tell us what you're into, buy some swag, like t-shirts, hats, whatever is going to be available, so that we can help support this movement. You don't have to donate, just get some stuff so it looks cool, so that when we show up to these places like Ottawa and Quebec, we truly show them what we are aligned with in Canada. It's about the Canadian love, people. So, with no further ado, let's bring up our first speaker here. Vlad, where are you at, my man? Hello, Hamilton! Happy Sunday, beautiful people. So we've been here, I would say probably 5 Sundays, I think, right?
5 or 6.
Which is 5, which is amazing. Thank you for coming, being a part of the community. Again, this is the main focus of what we do, is to build and support communities all across this beautiful country, this continent, and actually around the world. I feel grateful for you guys being part of this movement, as well as everyone else who's here from other movements too, because we need to have a platform for us to come together. We have different messages, we have different opportunities that we're helping people with. So HUGS of a Mass specifically started out of a need for people to come together, to defend humanity, to defend our way of life, to defend our children's future, and we obviously continuing. So, you know, since May, end of April, we pretty much became a family, and that's what we always say now. When people come to our events, we say, welcome to your new family. Unfortunately, people do lose friends and family along the way in the last 4 or 5 months. So what we are definitely allowing this to be a new family for you guys. You know, children has obviously been the main focus. Even in Queen's Park back in May, right away we tried to bring children together. At the very first, you know, big birthday party we called it, we had probably 25 children right away, and we've been building since then. Right now we have, I would say, about 20 chapters on this continent between Canada and the United States. We have Europe representation, and yesterday was a big freedom rally in Australia. So we're proud to be part of the movements there as well. Again, just providing a platform for humanity to defend our way of life. Having said that, important thing for us to understand that this has never been about a virus. I know I'm preaching to a choir, so to speak. You know, the new breaking news now that the tests themselves to test for this new virus from this year being shipped around the world in 2018. So if you haven't heard that, that's the new breaking news, that the tariffs on the test was from 2018. And obviously, you can't have a virus that came from nature that you have a patent on. So did it come from nature, or is it made in the lab, and then why did that all happen? Long story short, as we all know, the World Bank is behind this, the pharmaceutical conglomerate. Myself, I've been exposing the hypocrisies of the sick care system that I call it. It's not a healthcare system. You know, for the last 20 years being a health coach by my main profession. And it's no surprise that the most people that we see in these events are actual healthcare professionals, like, you know, chiropractors, dietitians, nutritionists, different health nutritional companies, etc. Because we know that this is crazy, guys. If you don't know, when you're talking to people that may be questioning your narrative, ask them, do you know how many people in Canada die every year from medical mistakes? It's a statistic you can Google very easily. On average, 30,000 Canadians die every single year from mistakes in hospitals and medication. And we're supposed to trust those experts?
We can add the COVID number to that.
Like, it's crazy to even think that, but that's the reality. And in the States, it's the same thing. It's all around the world. So this so-called medical experts are actually killing people. And we work very closely now with Vaccine Choice Canada and other activist movements exposing, Vaccine Choice Canada, I think, has been out for 38 years. I'm very privileged to work with them because they've been fighting this fight for a very long time. And we have to support them, by the way. There's a main lawsuit that's happening, guys, against this government at all the levels. Rocco Galati, fighting for us, and then they need Vaccine Choice Canada needs support for sure. So if you're not part of membership yet, please become a member of Vaccine Choice Canada. Support them with donations because, again, fighting the government takes a lot of time and money, and those people need the help. The two things I want to bring up at the end of my conversation is, one is, I was talking yesterday, is when we're talking to people now and we're trying to break into the shell that they've been brainwashed with, get to more emotional level with them. Don't just bash them with facts. Ask them questions and ask them, say, do you know, by the way, people are dying because of these measures? Have you heard of that? And most people won't hear it because they don't talk about it on TV. They don't say that, I think it was in May one time they said 35 people in Ontario died because of the heart complications because they missed the surgeries. That was just one article shown and that's it. Is that still going on? For sure. If you do a simple math, over 200,000 necessary medical procedures were cancelled in this province of Ontario. Those are crazy numbers. Those are lives. Over 200,000 lives being altered, a lot of them detrimental and possibly death, if we actually been shown those statistics, because of these measures. And they're just from the, not able to get the medical help that we're supposed to get in this country, which is a publicly held country, right? Which is ridiculous. And now they deny you service because of your exemptions. That's criminal. The doctors who are, if your doctor is denying you to get exemption letter and you actually have a real medical condition, I strongly suggest for you to tell to your doctor that you're going to file a complaint against this doctor to the Physicians College of Ontario, whatever the governing body is. Because they are putting your life in danger by refusing you the real medical exemption letter. And you have to tell them like that, because apparently they've been instructed from health ministry that they're not supposed to do it. I don't care. You're my doctor. You've been seeing me for 5, 6, 10 years, and now you're going to tell me my asthma or my anxiety is not good enough for you to write me exemption letter? What the hell is this? I'm going to file a complaint, and you're going to be at the risk of losing your license. So which one would you like to go with? Right? And again, we have to understand those people are under distress too, but we have to defend our rights. We have to stand the ground. We have to educate the businesses that you deny me service because you say it's a private property. No. If you have access to public, you need to serve the public. You cannot just say it's a private property, you cannot come in here. No, it's called discrimination. Discrimination is discrimination is discrimination. It doesn't matter if you have a medical disability and you can't wear the mask. It doesn't matter if you have a different skin color. It doesn't matter if you have different other conditions that you might be being exposed to yourself. Like, it's a simple example. If you come to the store with an autistic child, right, and the store owner says, no, your child has to stay in the corner because I don't want the child to ransack my place. It's the same way when you open right now the curbside pickup. What is that? No, I want to come into your store and I want to shop. Okay, this is the example you got to make. And now, if you can't wear the mask, you also have to stand somewhere in the back. Well, what's the difference between this and civil liberties fighting? You got to sit in the back of a bus, or you got to drink from different fountain. People need to understand the similarities are right there. Between that movement, what happened in Nazi Germany, everything is out there if you just pay attention to this. And then the second point I want to make for you guys, and this is the message that I brought from Ottawa, and I'm going to continue saying this. What we're fighting for is infinite and internal, and that's why we're going to win. Again, history is full of examples showing that the enemy that we're fighting against can be strong and powerful and have a lot of resources, but they're going to lose in the end because what we're fighting for is finite goal. What we're fighting for, we have nothing to lose. We have our humanity, we have our children's future to defend, and we'll do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to defend and protect them to the last breath without via masks.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you guys. Stay healthy, everybody.